fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings. Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
The pitch. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swung on, belted. Raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
The designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
High fly ball down the left field line. Into the corner, but foul. Not close with that one. And the count even 1-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That's inside. That smash towards center. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. A good job of getting the run in.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Guerrero makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here at Dyken Park, here's Andres Gimenez.
Andres Gimenez.
Valdez back to work. Gimenez in his 5th season, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Shortened a bunt and missed it, and it's 0-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Walner hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. He swings and fouls one off. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. Two down. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
The shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Going back on this one. Hauls it in on the warning track. Back here at Dyken Park singing. These fans are used to watching good baseball. The Astros won the AL West last season for the 4th year in a row.
Yeah, they kept the division run alive, but their streak of 7 straight appearances in the ALCS was snapped.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. 88 wins last year was enough for another Astros division title, though.
Yeah, that surprised me, Boog. Turns out the AL West was the only division with a champion that won less than 90 games.
That's not a high number, especially with teams like the Rangers and Mariners in the same division. My guess is it takes more than 88 wins to take home the division crown this year. Yainer Diaz, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. That one 95 to finish him off. Vic Caratini at the plate. Up the middle, Bichette. Gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here in Houston, top half of the 3rd inning. And here's the catcher, Tyler Heineman. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Blue Jays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Next offering upstairs. And he pops up the bunt. Caratini makes the catch for the out. One away. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And that chance handled. There's one. He's out. And that's two. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. And a foul ball. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fly ball center field. Straw makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the Astros leadoff man, James Wood. Swings through that one. 0-1.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Tied up here in the early going. That clips the corner.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And there's a base hit to right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Springer there makes the catch.
Oh, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Springer going back, and that ball is gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-1. So 2 down. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Hard hit left side. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. So a man at first. Isaac Paredes, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Guerrero settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Start of the 4th, and now the DH, Anthony Santander. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Around first and hustling for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Comes up empty.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Altuve. Quick feed to second for one. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. Ready to go, bottom four. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. And that one wrapped foul. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Hit in the air, right field. Springer. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros.
Diaz.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Well, he thought about two, but he's back to first safely.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes in.
And that one handled over to Bichette. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. And we're back. Ready now for the fifth inning. And now Ernie Clement. Valdez back to work. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it.
And it's through for a hit. In comes the run from third. And they cut the lead to two. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play. With 2 strikes, some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. On the ground, could be 2. To Pena at second for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. And the batter is George Springer. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're at the top of the 5th. He was late there, strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there. Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here in Houston, and stepping in is the speedy Jake Myers. Down the line, and that will drop foul. Now the 0-1. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires to first on the run, and he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there, an infield single. So digging in, James Wood. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Looks to second, that's 1. How about that double play? Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Around first, heading for 2. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Pena around third. Now a relay to the plate. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside. All right, ready to get underway.
Leading off tonight,
here's the left fielder, James Wood.
James Wood.
And he hits a ground ball right side, but it kicks foul.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho after it. He's got it, and there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
On the ground to short, Bichette. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. 2 down, base is empty. Jose Altuve up to hit here. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
That's to third, Wagner. The throw to first,
That's an out.
And they get Altuve for the out. And that is the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, and starting this one, Bobby Miller. What do we have on him?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Fouled off left side. Wood hauls it in, and there's one away. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
And first offering is fouled off. This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Everything came together for him. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. Myers sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Throw cut off to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Here's Andres Gimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Gimenez.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Two outs with a runner at third. Hung up in a rundown now. And in at second with an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher. But you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Gimenez scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Wood on the move. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. Back now in Toronto. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Max Scherzer goes to work. Fouled off. He was late. Now that's smacked to right center. Takes a tumble and hangs on.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now, Matt Wallner. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Gimenez. That's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And that misses. 1-0. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first.
He's out.
And there are 2 outs. Now the third baseman, Will Wagner. Altuve handles it. Sends it to first. That ends the frame. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Yainer Diaz. Max Scherzer back to work. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Varsho makes the grab, one down. Vic Caratini at the plate.
The catcher, number 17, Victor Caratini.
Scherzer, a 6'3" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Now 1-1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
And it's fouled away. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So here's Scherzer. Foul ball there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Caratini, the base runner at first with one out. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Varsho hauls it in, 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup, and next to hit for Houston, James Wood. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Swing and a chopper out to short. He's in there.
He's safe.
Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 2-1. First and second, 2 outs. And now it's going to be Jose Altuve. And that one fouled off. Scherzer deals. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. 3-2. They take the lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Next to hit, Yordan Alvarez.
0-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Up and in, and 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's a fly ball deep right field into the bullpen and gone. And they add to the lead. It's 5-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And first offering is fouled off. That one hit to right. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Miller back to work. Wallner makes his way towards it. 1 down. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. 1 out, base is empty. Hit hard, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Back-to-back base hits. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now, Andres Gimenez. Late swing, foul to the left. Second and third, one away here in the last half of the third. Altuve to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And next for Toronto, Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward.
Paredes throws to first. Out. They limit the damage here. Out of the fourth, and now the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
Wallner.
Lined into right. 1 away. So next up for Houston, Yainer Diaz. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That to right. And that is foul. Swings through that.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Caratini, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's out to center field. Varsho sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom 4. Now it's the right fielder, Addison Barger. Fought off foul.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
And now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Flied to right his first time. Wallner puts it away for the out. So up next for Toronto, Tyler Heineman. Grounded out his first time up. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Late on that fastball.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Bases loaded, one away. Nice grab. The feed for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Anthony Santander. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Varsho leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive.
That's a base hit coming home. He'll score, and the Blue Jays take the lead. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the...
He's under it, and that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Meyers. So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. Well, these Astros putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Fought off foul. Myers stays alive. And the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. James Wood up next for the Astros. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 1 down, base is empty. And strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. That one to first. Guerrero takes it himself, and that quickly 2 away. And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. And first offering is fouled off. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that is that. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the inning.